Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for the love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of these episodes, we're quickly going to recap on the previous. And the first game in the previous episode was a game in the FA Cup against Preston North End. We sadly went 1-0 down to them in the first half, but managed to fight back. And it wasn't until the 75th minute that we brought it back to 1-1. And then in the 90th minute, Jose Maria Jimenez, ball in from Anderson Talisca from a corner. Jimenez gets his head to it. It ends up in the back of the net, and we went on to beat Preston 2-1. Now, coming off the back end of that game, we then had a game in the Premier League against Leicester City. Now, obviously, we'd gone 1-0 down to Preston. We didn't play too well, but we were playing with a normal rotated team like we do in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. But going into the Leicester game, we obviously start our normal, usual starting 11. But again, same sort of situation. Joe Gomez gave away a penalty. They scored from it, and we were 1-0 down after around 20 minutes. But luckily enough, by half-time, we went in, and we were 2-1 up. So I was very happy that we bounced back like we did against Preston, and we didn't leave it too long to do so. Then in the second half, we romped it. We scored another 2 goals, and we went on to beat Leicester 4-1. Now, something I want to talk about that previous episode, guys. A few of you may well have seen a comment on that video that I left myself saying, I'm back on the grind, guys. It's been a week. Obviously, you guys won't have known that I was away on business or away doing another project because I made videos in advance. But obviously yesterday, the 1st of April, was my first day back recording and uploading. I'm now recording this on the 2nd of April, but I had actually recorded this whole segment earlier on today, only to realise the microphone was muted. So I was a little bit gutted over that. I'd done all the start and talk and whatnot, got into the Arsenal game, played 10 minutes, it was 0-0, look over at my recording device, and the recording software, should I say, and I noticed the microphone is not moving at all. So I stopped, thought, is there a slight problem? Has it just happened? Listened back, and unfortunately, it hadn't picked up my audio at all with the microphone being muted. I didn't realise it was muted until after I'd rendered the video out. But basically, there is an important topic that we need to talk about, guys. And obviously, in the previous episode, I left a comment saying, guys, the month of April, this new month, I need this support through the roof this month, and I will tell you guys why, because it's going to cover, just quickly at the start of today's episode, a comment that I get a lot in my comment section, and that is, Brad, why can we not see your subscriber count? A few of you might know this reason, a few of you might not, but I will fill you in now because we are going to talk about the subscriber count at the start of today's episode. Basically, I've gone to a few gaming events in the UK, the main one being Insomnia. A few of you might know these YouTubers, a few of you might not. But I've met some big YouTubers. Some of you might know Tom Cassell, also known as Tom Syndicate, also known Life of Tom. He's a vlogger and he used to do gaming videos back in the day. A few of you might also know someone called Terrorizer, who runs with the Vanos gaming crew. I don't know if you know any of them. H2O Delirious, Wildcat, all of them. Terrorizer from him, or from that group, sorry. And also the Sidemen. I'm sure you guys, if you're from the UK or anywhere in the world, will probably know who the Sidemen are on YouTube. And basically at these gaming events, I always tended to ask some of the bigger YouTubers, what do you need? What are the good things that new YouTubers do? And what are the bad things? And one bad thing that kept coming up from 3 of the Sidemen, they mentioned it, and also Tom Syndicate, was too many new YouTubers that are coming on the scene and trying to create content focus too much on the numbers. And the bad problem about focusing on the numbers is when the numbers are doing well, you're high and you're happy and you're raring to go. But as soon as those numbers drop, you go into a whole different situation, a whole different mood, and it does affect the content you produce. Now, I can put my hands up in the air and say, do you know what? This has happened to me. If I do this episode 63, and let's say after 24 hours, I've done 60 views and I've done 10 likes, that's great. I do episode 64, and after 24 hours I've done 10 views and 2 likes. I sit there and think, what have I done wrong? Why did everyone love episode 63, but why did nobody love 64? Now, it could be a simple reason of you guys are, in school, or you're in college, or you've got work and you haven't found time to watch the video. But for a creator, so many people focus on the numbers, and that is what makes their content better or worse. And I can put my hands up and say sometimes a video hasn't done that great with the views and the likes, and I've kind of sat there and thought, is my content not that good? It was getting lots of attention a week ago, now it's not. Do people not enjoy the series? And it starts playing over in your mind what you're doing wrong as a YouTuber. So what I decided to do when I come back to the YouTube scene, which was back in September, is disable my sub count so I cannot look at the number. I cannot see how many subscribers I have, and then I don't have to focus on numbers. So what I tend to do, and this is the honest truth, after 24 hours of a video being up, I click into the video, I have a look how many views it's done within 24 hours, and how many likes it's got. That is it. Now on the 1st of every month, YouTube kindly send me out a, what would you call it? Maybe like an achievement email, and it says like, to MassiveBrad, well done this month, you achieved, and it might say 2,000 views this month, you got 56 likes, you gained 24 subscribers, and it basically gives you a little breakdown of the channel. I do look at that on the 1st of every month, but we've just hit a little bit of a milestone, and I am so close to hitting an absolutely unbelievable achievement, and I cannot wait to hit this. And this is why I'm talking to you guys now at the start of today's episode. I am currently on, as I'm recording this, 909 subscribers. 91 subscribers away, 91 of you guys away from having the four figures 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely mental. I cannot believe in 91 more subscriptions I will have 1,000 of you guys subscribe to the channel. Now I know not 1,000 people watch the channel, I know that by the views and the likes, I know the people that leave comments, I know there's a handful of you guys that turn in every day to watch my content, but the fact I will have achieved, and honestly, when I look today and see 909, I thought, I'm speechless. Absolutely speechless, because 91 subscribers away, and then I've hit 1,000. I've hit the four figures. It's absolutely crazy. But what I'm going to do, guys, because so many of you ask, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I am going to enable you guys to be able to see, and me, how many subscribers I have. And a few of you might be thinking, hold on, Brad, I thought you were, you didn't want to look at the numbers. The difference between being in the thousands and the tens of thousands and the hundreds of thousands compared to the hundreds and the tens is, let's say I'm on 900, right? If I show my subscriber count, it shows me the number 900. If I get 2 subscribers, it will show me 902. When you hit 1,000, if you're on 1,001, it'll just show 1k. If you're on 1,080, it will show 1k, and until you hit 1,100, only then it will change to 1.1k. So basically, when you hit the thousands, every 100 subscribers, you see it go up. So it'll show 1k, then 1.1k, then 1.2k. But even if I'm halfway to that 1.1k, it won't change until I hit it. So I won't need to look at it too much, and then at least you guys will be able to see how many subscribers I am on. But I thought I'd let you guys know, and I'm so proud to be already on 909. I'm hopeful to hit 1,000, and this is where I need your guys' support. I need you to share the videos, tell your friends, tell your family. If you're on someone else's video and someone has left a comment like, does anyone know a good Liverpool career mode creator? Does anyone know if anyone's doing a good Ajax Road to Glory? If you guys enjoy my stuff and want to recommend me, that would be absolutely unbelievable. Now, to touch on a subject of somebody tagging me in something or recommending me, Lee on Twitter kindly tagged me in a video a few weeks ago, and basically there is a series called, I do believe, Showdown Career Mode, and basically what it is a YouTuber that, to be fair, I'll put my hands up and say I've never watched, but I have seen he's done the video of like Chesnoy Gaming, Yanni Sports, FNG, and what it is it's 2 YouTubers that go head to head in career mode. They make signings and stuff like that. They can kind of stop each other doing stuff, and at the end of the season they have to simulate the whole season. Whoever's higher is the winner. I think it's called Showdown Career Mode, if I am correct. Now, Lee kindly tagged me in it because that person who has that series tweeted out saying, I've just done this video, what YouTubers would you like to see next? Lee, thanks again, kindly tagged me in that and said he'd love to see me do it with them. Sadly, with me being a small YouTuber, if they call them small YouTubers just because of a number, is probably too small number-wise to do a video with this YouTuber. So, although it didn't get liked, it didn't, he didn't slide into my DMs or anything like that, I appreciated Lee sharing my name out there in order to potentially one day maybe get to do this type of video. But this is where I need your guys' help, because I would like to try and hit it, maybe a bit of a far-fetched reach, but I'm going to aim to do 91 subscribers in the month of April. By the 1st of May, I am going to aim to hit 1,000 subscribers, but I need your guys' help. Tell your friends, tell your family, share my stuff, tell people about the channel. If people are saying, does anyone know, a good up-and-coming YouTuber? If you think I'm a good up-and-coming YouTuber, let them know. Say, go and check out MassiveBrad, because I'm going to push so hard. And I am hoping when I drop the brand new series this month, it should be in the next week or so, when I drop that, I'm hoping it's going to blow up. I'm hoping you guys are going to enjoy it, and enjoy it that much to tell your friends, family, and share it with other people on YouTube. But I've done enough talking at the start, guys, but I had to let you know, we're on 909. We've got 91 subscribers to go to 1,000. The month is April. Let's smash it in April. Let's make it happen. If it doesn't, at least I tried my best, and then we will have to see what I can do in the month of May. But that is the target for this month. We're going to get 91 subscribers, so let's make it happen. But back into today's episode, we've got Arsenal up next, who are travelling to Anfield. We've currently got Bobby Firmino on 17 goals. The left winger, Sadio Mane, second place with 15, and we currently find ourselves 17 points clear of second position Arsenal. If we do beat them, we will increase that gap to 20 points after 30 games, and I'm pretty sure if we get that 20-point gap, I'm pretty sure the Premier League is done and dusted, and we should have no problem completing the rest of it. But I do believe if we beat Arsenal in today's episode, and also beat the second team in today's episode, which is the newly promoted Aston Villa, then we should have done the job already. I can't actually work out right now, unless I sat down and worked out the actual maths. We'd go up to 79, they'd still be on 59, 20 points clear. There'd be 8 games left. 8 times 3 is 24. So in fact, if Arsenal, we need to win this game, win the Aston Villa game, and then win the next Premier League game. If we do that, there is no way Arsenal can catch us. But this is the lineup. You guys know it. It's the usual starting 11. We've got Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gino Wijnaldum linking up with Naby Keita in the central midfield roles. A little deeper, we've got Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson, Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back, with of course Alisson between the sticks. You can see Fabinho and Van Dijk are sadly not fully fit, and we'll look to take them off in the second half. But for now, it's Arsenal. It's a big London club. It's the Gunners. We have to put out our best starting 11, our usual starting 11, to hopefully pick up the points in the Premier League. But let's get into this. It's a bit annoying that earlier on I'd done this whole part. I got into the game. I was 10 minutes in, and only then did I realise the microphone wasn't recording. As I glimpse over now, the microphone is recording. Let's keep our fingers crossed and touch wood. This video is all synchronized. Let's hope there's no audio issues where the audio isn't linking up with the gameplay. Let's get into this game at Anfield. It's an important 3 points. It'll grow the gap between the first position ourselves and second place Arsenal by 20 points. Let's make it happen. Let's get down to business. And remember, guys, the month of April, 91 subscribers. Let's make it happen. So many big things happening right now. We're coming to the end of the Ajax Road to Glory Season 1. We're coming to the end of the Liverpool Career Mode Season 2. We're 91 subscribers away from hitting 4 figures, 1,000 subscribers. And I know a few of you guys might be thinking, Brad, it's 1,000 subscribers. I watch the Sidemen who have millions. I watch other Career Mode creators that's got hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands. But all I'm going to say is I came back in September of 2018. I have grinded out for the last 6 or 7 months, and I am so proud of myself, and I am so grateful to you guys for getting me to 909. It's an unbelievable achievement, and I cannot wait to hit 1,000, because once we hit 1,000, we're coming for 2,000. Once we hit 2,000, we're coming for 3. And eventually, I hope one day I'm saying, we're going for 10,000, we're on 9.5k, we're 500 away from 10,000. Strength versus strength. The best Premier League, we've scored 77. They've only conceded 20. So Arsenal have the best defensive stat in the Premier League. Keeping goals out and not conceding goals. We have the best of going forward. So this will be a good game. We score a lot of goals. They don't concede a lot of goals. Let's see what happens in this first half against Arsenal. Bobby Firmino gets us kicked off. And let's get it underway and get down to business. Oh no, we've lost that there. Let's go. Nicely done, Naby Keita. Genie. Through now to Mane. Mane going to slot one home now to Salah. Salah's not going to be able to get there. I tried to shoot with Salah and put Malacius through it. But Ben Leno was all over that one. Going through to Bobby Firmino. Going to wait now for Mane on the overlap. Let's play it through now to Mane. Mane trying to get the better of the Arsenal defenders. Here comes Sadio Mane. Looking at Danson. Danson's one. Into Gino Wijnaldum. Takes it round. Onto his right foot. Looks to Ben when it's in the back of the net. 20 minutes in. And Gino Wijnaldum, I do believe he scored 2 in the previous episode, and he's wearing score again. Is that, I'm going to say maybe his 6th or 7th goal in the Premier League? Take nothing away from Mane there, who scoots that ball in nicely, plays it across to Gino Wijnaldum, who then edges out to the edge of the box, only to take it on his right foot and bend it in that top right corner. Postage stamp goal, and another beautiful goal by Gino Wijnaldum. Beautiful, beautiful goal. Hopefully as well, I do believe that is a 6 or 7. That's his 7th goal in the Premier League. I said in the last episode he was becoming a scoring machine. He didn't at the start of the season 2. He's certainly turning up in the second half of season 2. Let's go backwards. No pressure here, lads. Let's keep this up. This is nice tempo right now. Let off to Naby Keita. Going to hit this first time with Naby Keita. It's off the crossbar as Mane chases down and does well to keep it in. Mane, whip ball in. Salah's there. Bobby's there. Unfortunately, no end product from either of them as it's cleared away and out for a Liverpool throw-in. He takes a touch, round to Salah, waiting for the overlap now of Trent, who's down forwards. Trent on his right foot. Oh, big save there from Leno as Trent looks to put it in the top left corner. Left corner, Gomez running in at the back post, ball in. Gomez is there, tries to flick it on, comes to Salah, off the crossbar. Ben Leno has just took out Bobby Firmino there, and we didn't get a penalty. There's Mane. Referee. Oh, it's going to be blown for half-time at Anfield anyway. I definitely think, especially from those last 2 attempts in the box, those last 2 tackles, we potentially should have had a penalty, especially with that one on Bobby Firmino. I mean, he's clear on goal. Leno's behind him. It's like Leno gets up and swipes at his feet, takes him out, and then the ball rolls out for an Arsenal goal kick. A little bit of a shocker there, but I have to say, the positive, we're coming off the back end now. 45 minutes in, 1-0 up against Arsenal. Very happy with how the lads are playing. Arsenal will kick us off in the second half, and hopefully if we continue how we just have in the first half, I have no doubt we can score another 2 or 3 goals in this second half, and hopefully keep a clean sheet. Back to Gino Wijnaldum, who's going to ping one over the top now, looking for Salah, and that is a beautiful ball in behind. And I tell you what, I might have Mane coming in towards the back post. Ball in, Mane's there, and what a save from Ben Leno. Just grabbed that one out the air, no problem. Normally, Sadio Mane would be challenging there. Sandro Tonali, Naby Keita, Sandro Tonali, right foot, left foot, takes a shot off, and Leno looks to get there, and in the 83rd minute, I think now I will make my final change, and it's going to be, I think it's actually going to be Naby Keita, I think. Naby Keita, he's looking a little bit worse for wear, and we will go Anderson Talisca coming on in that central midfield role. 7 minutes to go, 1-0 is not a big enough lead where I feel comfortable to say that I think the game is ours. But another goal would do us nicely. They've now took Ozil off. I don't think they think they're going to come back from this. It's El Shaarawy, and they're coming forward in numbers now. They are coming forward in numbers now. We've got to be careful, lads. Got to be careful. Don't let El Shaarawy get in behind. He has done. Don't be careful. Don't give away a foul. Sandro Tonali tries to get there. Oh, I don't believe it.
And he knocks in the goal. Well, he's only been on the pitch a matter of minutes. I'm not sure he's touched the ball before this.
The substitute
vital touch there to score.
For Arsenal has just scored in the 89th minute. Well, how did that happen? Takes a deflection. El Shaarawy, Alisson, Robertson, what is going on? Come and grab the ball, and it looks like we may well have just gifted this game away. Talisca's going to pick that up now. It's given away, and there we go. The referee blows for full time at Anfield. We needed the 3 points to go 20 points clear. We only managed to draw, which means we keep our 17-point gap. That is a little bit of a sickener. I think when we look at the stats, we were definitely the better team. Oh, that is just sickening. See, it's games like that that do frustrate you. 2 shots, one of them being on target for Arsenal. The one shot they have on target in the 90-odd minute is in the back of the net. We have 15 shots, 9 on target, and only managed to convert one of those into a goal. Very, very, very disappointing result there. Nothing to do with how we played, nothing to do with how the lads played, because on the day, we absolutely smashed Arsenal. Just a little bit of luck from El Shaarawy's little scissor kick to put it in towards the back post. Alisson makes a mistake, Robertson makes a mistake, and between them, they don't get there. Lodiero does. and he slots it home in the 90th minute for Arsenal. We sadly only manage a draw at Anfield against the Gunners. Right guys, and here we are back at the Central, about to face off at Anfield against the newly promoted Aston Villa. A little bit gutted because I didn't realise that we've just played Arsenal on the Tuesday, so the usual team isn't fully fit to play against Villa on the Saturday. A little bit also gutted because we just started today's episode on a massive high of me announcing I'm on 909 subscribers and I'm only 91 away from hitting the 1,000. We then play absolutely unbelievable against Arsenal. I was pretty sure the 3 points were in the bag and they scored in the 90th minute. That is a little bit of a sickener, but hopefully this team up next against Aston Villa can do us a job and bag us the 3 points. It's a little bit rotated between the normal starting 11 you guys see and the team that we play again or in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. But we've got Ryan Sessegnon out on the left wing, Anderson Talisca at striker, Shaqiri out on the right wing, Gino Wijnaldum linking up with the Ox in the central midfield role, Sandro Tonali in the central defensive midfield, and then Tierney, Jimenez, Gomez and Semedo at the back with Alisson between the sticks. So Gino Wijnaldum isn't fully fit, Gomez isn't fully fit, so I will definitely look at taking them off later into the second half against Aston Villa. But there's not much I can do. The team wasn't fully fit. I didn't want to risk playing players that are well and truly out of energy, less than pretty much 80%, because they're more at risk of getting injured. And I don't personally want to get any injuries, especially because we're only 8 games. This is our 31st game, so after we end today's episode, there's only 7 games left in the Premier League before we finish Season 2. And I actually, as much as it's still a little bit of a while away, there's probably still another 10 episodes to go because we're still in the FA Cup, we're still in Champions League. So there's probably 9 or 10 episodes to go to Liverpool career mode, and there's around 3 to go the Ajax road to glory. I'm actually very excited now to end Season 2 at Liverpool and end Season 1 at Ajax. I'll be sad then because one of you guys are going to be voting to cancel one of those series, but we have to cancel one to get it out the way, start afresh, and launch my brand new series, which I am 100% sure you guys are going to love. But let's get into this game against Aston Villa. It's a big game. We should not, although we look great on paper against them, we should not underestimate them. We have got a decent team going out there. I'm sure we should potentially put 3 or 4 past them. I would like to keep a clean sheet at Anfield, especially because we've just drawn against Arsenal at Anfield. We need to show the fans what we can do. We need to bounce back and we need to bag those 3 important points. Here we go, back at the beautiful stadium. That is Anfield. Oh, I'm so pumped, you know, guys. I don't know if you can tell just from today's episode, but honestly, when I looked at 909 subscribers, when I come back in September, like I set myself a little goal towards the end of the year, and that was just to get back up and running and try and get 20 views per episode. We've smashed that, and that's thanks to you guys. And then for 2019, I set myself to hit 1,000 subs and comfortably do 50 plus views a video. And we're into April and I'm only 91 away. It's such a good feeling. And to have 91 more of you guys will be absolutely unreal. But let's get this game kicked off with Anderson Talisca. We're against Villa. We've got to bounce back after that Arsenal game. Let's make it happen. Let's get it underway. And let's get down to business. Keep the pressure on. Good lads. Nicely done, Tierney. Tierney has definitely been one of the best signings we've made so far. We've got to be careful here now. They look to put a ball into the middle. Let's jump for it. Green's there. It's 1-0 Villa. Well, probably jinxed myself by telling you guys how close we are to hitting a milestone on the subscriber count. We're 1-0 down to Villa after 13 minutes. I wanted to keep a clean sheet. It's not going to happen. Come on, lads. Let's bounce back and make it happen here. Make the Liverpool fans dream. Make them happy. Don't let them down. Genie. Going back to Shaqiri now. Shaqiri turns onto that left foot. Looks to let one fly. And we've levelled it 3 minutes later. And it is the usual super sub. The man that cannot break into the starting 11 because of the likes of Mohamed Salah and Junior. It's Xherdan Shaqiri. I feel like I may have to give Shaqiri a place ahead of Salah at the moment. Xherdan Shaqiri makes some unbelievable runs. He gets in behind. It's what Salah's not doing right now. It's his second goal in the Premier League. And he hasn't half pulled us out the mud when we've been really deep stuck in it. Well done, Xherdan Shaqiri. And there we go. Talisca straight through now to Shaqiri. Shaqiri coming through now. Looking for another goal. Going to cut this back onto his left foot. Looks at slotting home.
Well, they managed to get out of harm's way there.
Oh, we should be 2-1 up there. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Coulda.
Shaqiri misses out. Green picks it up. Let's go, Ox. Let's go, Ox. Get on him, son. Let's go, Semadou. Ball into the middle. Let that go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. No, he's going to keep that in as well. Let's go, Tierney. Tierney misses the ball. That's going to be a problem. Ball into the middle. Gomez is there. Sandro Tonali looks at letting it go. And Jorge Hayden manages to get a volley, and it is wide a goal. I would say we've definitely been better after 20 minutes. Took us a little bit of time to settle. We've definitely been the better team in that first half after sadly going 1-0 down. It's just a matter of time, I think, till we get that second goal, and then I do believe we'll push on for the third. But I think we may need to look at taking Gino Wijnaldum off. We'll go with... Let's go Aaron Ramsey, see if he can do some damage. I was going to look at bringing Henderson on and moving Tonali up a little bit, but I do like Tonali staying in that central defensive midfield. He's big, he's strong, so I may as well leave him in his favourite position. But let's get back into the second half against Aston Villa. It's currently 1-1. We have to change it in the next 45-minute period. Ramsey through to Talisca. Talisca out wide now looking for the Ox, going back to Sandro Tonali. Go inside to the Ox. Is Rambo. Is the Ox. Sandro Tonali running off. Let's find some passes here, lads. Here's Talisca straight off to the Ox now. The Ox looks to get his shot off. Nyland palms it away. And it's cleared away from Oliveira and out for a Liverpool throw-in. Into middle now for Ramsey. Ramsey round to Correa. Correa waiting for the run now. Looking for Sandro Tonali. Looks to get his shot off. Sessegnon tries to get in there. Calm it, lads. Calm it. Take it down. Tierney. Correa. Anderson Talisca. Go on, Correa, run through, son. Here comes Correa now. He's got in behind. Is he going to be able to get his shot off? He's sadly not. Nyland collects it. With 6 minutes to go. This is going to go to the dying embers of the game, I do believe. Win that header. Nicely done, Sandro Tonali. Junior. Ramsey. Up to Correa. Correa feeding it through now, looking for Junior. Junior in behind. He's put it wide. That was the chance. That was the chance. Junior normally loves to finish them. He didn't that time round. With 2 minutes added on, we're going to have to get some sort of counter going from here. Let's hope to take a quick ball in. Let's clear this ball out. No, Bichetti gets there. And I do believe we're now going to draw against Aston Villa as well as drawing against Arsenal. Let's try and pass nice and fast up the pitch. And there we go, as the ball comes to Tonali. We've drew both games in today's episode. It's not good enough because we have to remember that we're still going for the fan objectives. 2 draws is not good enough. Alisson there bent over, should be very, very disappointed. Shaqiri, luckily enough, scored early on for us after 3 minutes after they scored. But it was too messy. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. And we've just drew again. What were the stats like? See, stats that time weren't as bad as what they were against Arsenal. 10 shots, 5 on target. Villa had 6 shots, 1 on target. I'm not really sure what chances now that has damaged to the fan objectives, because we've potentially just dropped 4 points in today's episode. You know, we need to keep increasing that goal difference. We need to be winning games, because we need to win a certain amount of games for you guys to win something from the fan objectives. We need to hit a certain amount of points. And a point against Villa and a point against Arsenal is just not good enough. Right, guys, and here we are back at the Central for the final time in today's episode. My energy and my happiness has dropped quite radically, if I'm completely honest. We started today's episode on such a high, talking about how many subscribers to go till we hit 1,000. I thought we were going to dominate Arsenal. I should have realised that it wasn't going to be a great episode when I had already started recording this earlier today and realised I hadn't turned my microphone on. But we have to look on the bright side. We talked about the subscribers, and hopefully you guys are going to share, love and support all the videos I put out over April, and hopefully we can gain 91 subscribers. It'd be lovely to hit 1,000 within the month of April. If it doesn't happen, we'll grind it out in May, grind it out in June, and hopefully hit it in the next month or 2. But we have to remember, after 2 very disappointing results, a point against Arsenal, a point against Aston Villa, it's not good enough. But in the next episode, we have to bounce back. We have our first leg in the quarterfinals of the Champions League against the other Spanish giants, Real Madrid. We'd already knocked out Barcelona in the previous round of the Champions League. Can we knock out Real Madrid? And we are away first, so we need to score a lot of goals while we are away from home and then look to keep a clean sheet when we are back at home. But not only are we playing Real Madrid, a massive game for this first game in the next episode, the second game is against the blue side of Manchester, and that of course is Manchester City. So two very, very difficult games coming up in the next episode. We've got Real Madrid and City, and then we've got Real Madrid and Stoke, and then we've got Chelsea now in the semi-finals of the Emirates FA Cup, and then we go into May. There's quite a few games there. We did have a few moves. I think Manchester United moved from the 25th. I do believe we had Villa, City, Stoke, then United. Because the Chelsea game is now on the Sunday, which is the semi-finals of the FA Cup, it's been moved to the 20th of May. But we have a lot of games in there. We're going to have to rotate the team quite a lot because there's no way we're going to be able to play Everton, the Liverpool derby on the 16th, and then play Manchester United with a super strong team on the 20th. 4 days later, 3 days rest in between. The team is not going to be back fully fit, but we'll have to look at that when we get to it. But let's try and end on a high, guys. I told you that I am 91 subscribers away. I know you guys have probably heard 91 subscribers so much in today's episode, but I want to let you guys know we're going to grind it out to 1,000, and then we can have some celebrations. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, guys, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.